Welcome to One Tired Teacher, episode 68, Emergency Subplans and Germs. Oh my goodness, if you can't tell, I've been so unbelievably sick. It was actually hard to get that first word out. So this will be short, but just in case you're in my same boat, I hope you stick around.
Welcome to One Tired Teacher. And even though she may need a nap, this teacher is ready to wake up and speak her truth about the trials and treasures of teaching. Here she is, wide awake. Wait, she's not asleep right now, is she? She is awake, right? Okay. From Trina Debery Teaching and Learning, your host, Trina Debery.
Hey, so it has been that time of year, and the flu and the coronavirus and everything in the world is flying around, and it has all knocked me out massively. I waited for a week so that I could make sure that this podcast got recorded, and it was just not getting better. So I'm going to have to just go with it. So it's going to be a short one today, and it's not going to be on standards-based learning that we've been talking about. And I really want to continue that conversation, so we'll be discussing it coming up in the next few weeks. But right now, I am going to talk to you a little bit about that dreaded day when you wake up and you know there's no way that you can get into the classroom. And what are you going to do if you don't have subplans ready to go? And how many times does that happen? I tell you, it feels like it happens to me so often, or it did when I was in the classroom. I'd wake up, or my kids would wake up, and it would be like, oh, I'm sick, somebody's sick. And there's nothing worse than being sick and unprepared and having to drag yourself out of bed to go to school and leave subplans, or beg your colleagues to, bail you out, which can be so annoying. So I'm telling you, it's the worst. I know at my school we had to have at least 5 days, excuse me, at least 5 days of subplans, and that was the expectation. So we always had them in the beginning of the year, or we were supposed to. So I created subplans, and I wanted to share that with you because I know that you may be in the same boat. I, as most of you know, I'm not in the classroom anymore. I'm a student support specialist, so I didn't have to dread like not having subplans. It's still hard, and there's a lot of things that are happening that I'm not able to make up or fix or be a part of, and other people have to pick up the slack, and I hate that. I hate that for my school. But it's like such a difference when you're in the classroom and you know that you have to get those subplans. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to share this with teachers out there, especially second and third grade teachers. If you need subplans, I wanted to let you know that I have them. And I also have a video of how to set them up, and I'll link to that in the show notes, and also link to my emergency subplans. It's for 5 days, and it has it has, for the reading block, it has a close reading story that you can do with your students focused on a standard. So that's standards-based. It has a writing activity for your students. It also has math practice, and mainly, again, it's for second or third grade. So it gets up to maybe 3-digit addition and subtraction, but doesn't really go higher than that. So it'll definitely be a review for your third graders, and also has a science or a social studies activity included. And I wanted to share that in case you find yourself in the same predicament that I have found myself in, which is getting the flu and strep throat and laryngitis all at one time. And I've been out for 3 days. If I had a ton more days, I'd probably take the week because I'm still not feeling better. And so I know that might be something that people have to do, and that's just the way that it goes. I also have emergency subplans for winter. My first set intended to be like a summer theme, not necessarily summer, but it was not supposed to really be theme related, but I did end up using some summery kinds of things. And but the winter plans have a more wintry theme, which that tends to be the time that we get the flu. So those definitely might be needed. I used those so then I had 10 days of subplans for my classroom, which made a huge help because that was the number of days that we got every year. And I was always prepared. So I wanted to share that with you in case you are in the need of being prepared for sickness. And I hope you don't, because it's not fun. And then one more thing I wanted to share with you, and that was I have a really cute little reader called Germs, A Problem with Germs. And it talks all about, you guessed it, germs. And it talks about what are germs and types of germs, like bacteria and viruses and fungi, and and it also talks about what do germs do and how can we protect ourselves from germs. There's a specific section on hand washing and covering your nose and mouth, taking care of your body, immunizations for people that feel like that is their thing. It's not a controversy. It's just a section of the book. So if you are not in favor of immunizations, then you can say, well, this reader or this author talks about this, but why would we just talk about not doing that? Anyway, so there's just some sections of the book that you can read with your kids and talk about germs, and then it's very interactive. You work on some vocabulary, break down some processes of how you can take care of yourself, and have a few questions that go along with the story. I hope that helps you during this horrible time of the flu and all the rest of the illnesses that are going on. I hope you feel much better than I do. This one tired teacher is ready for a very long nap in my bed. Until next time, sweet dreams and sleep tight.